You know that feeling when you're about to fall asleep, and suddenly your whole body jerks like you're falling off a cliff? What if I told you your brain does that because it thinks you're dying? You ever wonder what else your body is doing behind your back? Because if that one little sleep jerk can feel that intense, imagine the things you don't notice. In this video, we're going through 10 creepy, strangely fascinating things your body does without your permission. Some of them are harmless. Some of them feel like hidden glitches in your biology. But all of them will make you look at your own body a little differently tonight. So, take a breath, and let's open the first file. 1. Sleep jerks. Your brain thinks you're falling. You know that moment when you're drifting off, everything is calm, and then, bam! Your whole body snaps like someone pushed you off a cliff. That's a sleep jerk. And it happens because your brain misreads the situation. Your muscles relax as you're falling asleep, but your ancient survival system goes, nope, something's wrong. Wake up or you die. So it fires a shock through your body like a biological jump scare. It usually hits when you're stressed, overtired, or scrolling on your phone in bed. Your brain hates mixed signals, relaxed body, active mind, so it panics. But here's the part nobody tells you. Some neuroscientists believe sleep jerks may also be your brain testing your nervous system before it lets you enter deeper sleep, like running a quick safety check. If the response is too weak, your brain restarts the whole process, which is why you sometimes jerk awake multiple times. And if this is how your night starts, wait until you hear what your brain does during the day. 2. Phantom vibrations. Your skin is lying to you. You've probably had this happen today. You're sitting there, minding your business, when suddenly you feel your phone buzzing in your pocket. You check it. Nothing. No call, no text, no notification. Your brain just made it up. This is phantom vibration syndrome, a strange side effect of living with a phone glued to your hand. Your nervous system has gotten so used to tiny vibrations that even the brush of your clothes or a random muscle twitch can trigger a false alarm. But the creepy part isn't the fake buzz. It's why your brain creates it. Neuroscientists believe our brains now treat notifications like mini rewards. Every ping releases a small dose of dopamine. So when your brain expects a reward and doesn't get one, it sometimes fabricates the sensation itself, like a slot machine pulling its own lever. And once your brain starts doing this, it doesn't really stop. Change pockets, change phones, turn on silent mode. Your skin will still hear a buzz that was never there. And this is only the beginning of what your mind can invent. 3. Toxoplasma. The tiny thing that can change who you are. Some creepy things live outside your body. This one lives inside your brain. Right now, nearly 1/3 of humans carry a parasite called Toxoplasma gondii, and most people have no idea. In mice, this parasite rewires their fear. It makes them attracted to the smell of cat urine, so they walk straight into danger. And while humans don't run toward cats the same way, the parasite still influences us more than we like to admit. People infected tend to take more risks, react slower to danger, and even show subtle personality changes. You won't wake up a different person, but you might wake up slightly less like the old you. And here's the part nobody expects. Some studies suggest toxoplasma may alter dopamine levels in the brain, quietly shifting mood, impulsiveness, and even attraction patterns. Not dramatically, just enough to tilt the scales without you noticing. And the wildest twist? The parasite can only reproduce inside cats, meaning every time you clean a litter box, you're basically playing a biological lottery, and your brain hasn't even shown you its strangest tricks yet. 4. Sleep paralysis. Your mind wakes up, your body doesn't. This is one of the most terrifying things your body can do. Not because it's dangerous, but because it feels real. Picture this. You open your eyes in the middle of the night. You can see your room. You can hear the fan. You can feel your heartbeat climbing. But when you try to move your arm, nothing. Your body refuses. You try to call out. Not a sound comes out of your mouth. That's sleep paralysis, when your brain wakes up before your muscles do. It's like being locked inside your own body for a few seconds that feel like minutes. And here's where it gets worse. Your brain hates silence, so it starts filling the room. Many people sense a presence standing nearby. Not because something is actually there, but because your brain amplifies your fear and projects it into the darkness. Some researchers suggest that during sleep paralysis, the brain's threat detection system becomes hyperactive, meaning it doesn't just notice shadows, it tries to assign meaning to them. Sometimes even footsteps or pressure on the chest. It's not real, but your brain makes it feel real, and your body has more glitches waiting. 5. Light-triggered sneezing. Your face short circuits. This one sounds harmless, until it hits you at the worst possible moment. You walk out of a dark room, sunlight hits your eyes, and aku. Your whole face explodes before you can even process what happened. This is the photic sneeze reflex. About 1 in 4 people have it, and most don't realize it's genetic. It happens because the nerves in your eyes and the nerves in your nose sit too close. So when bright light overstimulates your optic nerve, the signal accidentally jumps over to your sneeze reflex. Your body basically goes, "Sunlight? Must be something in your nose. Fire." But here's the twist. It's not just sunlight. Camera flashes, bright store lights, even the reflection off a car windshield can set you off. Some pilots have reported sneezing right when they break through clouds. Drivers experience it when turning a corner into sudden daylight. Some scientists believe people with this reflex may have a more sensitive trigeminal nerve overall, which could explain why they also react strongly to mint, cold air, or certain smells. Imagine sneezing uncontrollably in front of strangers just because the sun said hello, and your body still has stranger quirks coming. 6. The second brain. Your gut has opinions about everything. You've probably felt it before. That tight swirl in your stomach when you're anxious, or that strange gut feeling when something doesn't feel right. It's not poetry, it's biology. Because sitting quietly inside your abdomen is a network of over 100 million neurons, more than a cat's actual brain. Scientists call it the enteric nervous system, but most people know it as the second brain. And the wild part? It doesn't wait for permission from your real brain. It runs its own show, controlling digestion, mood signals, and the little flutters you get when you're stressed or excited. But the creepy part hits when you learn who else is living down there. Trillions of bacteria, your gut microbiome, are constantly producing chemicals that affect how you feel. Nearly 90% of your serotonin, the happy chemical, comes from your gut, not your head. Recent studies suggest your gut may even influence decision-making. People with certain microbiome patterns show different risk levels, spending habits, and even social behavior. So when you say, "I feel it in my gut," you're not being dramatic. Your second brain might be whispering the truth, and the next body glitch is even more unsettling. 7. Brain autophagy. Your brain eats itself on purpose. Here's a sentence you probably didn't expect to hear today. Your brain is eating itself right now. Not in a dramatic zombie movie way, but in a quiet, microscopic process called autophagy, which literally means self-eating. When you skip meals or get really hungry, your brain throws a mini tantrum. To keep you alert and searching for food, certain neurons start breaking down tiny pieces of themselves. It's like your brain saying, "If you won't feed us, we'll feed ourselves." It sounds horrifying, but without this process, your brain would actually function worse. But here's where it gets even stranger. Autophagy isn't just about hunger. Stress, lack of sleep, and even intense studying can trigger the same self-eating cycle. Some researchers believe this may explain why you feel mentally foggy when exhausted. Your neurons are too busy cleaning, recycling, and survival mode scrambling to help you think clearly. And the moment you finally eat, your brain shuts down the self-cannibalize protocol and returns to normal, pretending nothing happened. But identity itself can glitch next. 8. Capgras delusion. Your brain recognizes the face, but not the feeling. Imagine waking up, walking into your kitchen, and seeing someone who looks exactly like your partner. Same eyes, same voice, same smile they always give you in the morning. But something feels wrong. Your brain whispers, "That's not them." This is Capgras delusion. one of the strangest identity glitches we know. Your visual recognition system works perfectly. You see the right person. But the emotional connection that normally activates when you look at someone you love, it fails to turn on. And when your brain can't match the face with the feeling, it jumps to the scariest explanation it can find: imposter. But here's the unsettling part most people never hear about. Some neurologists believe capgras is the emotional equivalent of a broken Bluetooth connection. The visual part of the brain sends the signal, but the emotional centers, like the amygdala, never receive it. So you recognize the features, but feel nothing behind them. It usually appears after trauma, seizures, or certain medications. And when it happens, even your closest relationships can feel like masks. And the next glitch is even stranger, when the world itself suddenly feels unfamiliar. 9. Jamais vu. When the familiar turns unfamiliar. You've probably experienced déjà vu, that weird rush when something new feels strangely familiar. Jamais vu is its creepy opposite. You're reading a word you've known since childhood, and suddenly it looks wrong. You're driving down a street you've taken 1,000 times, and for a second it feels like you've never been there. Even your own handwriting can look like a stranger's. Your brain isn't broken. It's glitching. Jamais vu happens when your recognition system momentarily disconnects from meaning. You know what you're looking at, but the emotional click of familiarity just doesn't load. And the scariest part? You can trigger it on purpose. Write the same word 20 or 30 times in a row. At some point, the letters stop meaning anything. They turn into shapes, lines, alien symbols. Some researchers think jamais vu may be your brain's way of preventing mental autopilot, like hitting a reset button when familiarity becomes too strong, too automatic, too unconscious. It's harmless, but deeply unsettling. And if that didn't crawl under your skin yet, wait until you meet the tiny creatures living on your face. 10. Eyelash mites. You are never truly alone. Let's end with something tiny. Tiny enough to live on your face right now without you ever noticing. They're called eyelash mites, microscopic creatures that spend their entire lives inside your hair follicles. During the day, they hide deep in your lashes, curled up and resting. But when you fall asleep, that's when they come out. They crawl along your eyelids, looking for food, looking for mates, exploring the city that is your face. You don't feel them. Your nerves are too big, too slow, too human. But here's the part people never want to hear. The older you get, the more mites you have. By age 50, almost everyone has them. By age 60, they're basically permanent residents. Some scientists believe eyelash mites may actually help clean excess oil from your skin, meaning they're not invaders. They're maintenance workers your body never hired but somehow needs. And the moment they die, they simply dissolve. Right there, inside your follicles. Creepy? Absolutely. But also a reminder. Your body is a whole ecosystem, not just a machine. So, after all that, here's the truth. Your body is far stranger, smarter, and more chaotic than it looks on the outside. Half the time it's protecting you, half the time it's running ancient code from millions of years ago, and the rest, well, that's just biology being weird for no reason at all. Sleep jerks, ghost phone buzzes, parasites, glitches, frozen moments. They're all reminders that you're not just a mind walking around in a body. You're an entire world of signals, instincts, memories, microbes, and tiny decisions happening every second without you noticing. Kinda creepy. Kinda fascinating. And honestly, we've only scratched the surface of what your body is hiding from you. If you want more weird science your body doesn't want you to know, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And if any of these creepy body glitches ever happen to you, tell me which one in the comments. I read all of them, and some of your stories are even stranger than the science.